Speaker, with reservations and brief comment.
Please proceed with reservations.
Speaker, I have two concerns. One is a concern about the substance itself, and secondly is a confession. As a freshman, I naively thought that the decisions we made were based upon numbers, were based upon data. And after 15 years, I find that sometimes there's not numbers, there's not data. But this bill really calls for something, because early learning is a concept that is one of the best that there is, but it's one of the easiest things that we could do poorly. What I'm referring to is the learning curve that the billion-dollar program called Head Start has attempted to do and has spent $8 billion a year, which began back in the 50s, or the 60s actually, with the war on poverty that President Johanson began. My fear is that the studies that they did in 2010 and 2012 by the Department of Health and Human Services, they basically said that Head Start was a failure, that those who went into it didn't markedly show any difference in first and third grade reading. So my point is, Mr. Speaker, and I said this to the governor directly as he sat for 2.5 hours very patiently, honored the Finance Committee by his presence and his answers, but I told him very directly, Governor, this is one of the things that if we do it, we should do it well. And Speaker, my concern is that the lessons that we have learned from Head Start be built into it, and then secondly, that we have metrics to measure how effectively we're doing. Two of the things missing in the metrics that seem to be implied by this bill are that, one, the underserved are not being served. The metric of those people who are the hardest to reach, if we don't show that we're reaching them here, all we got is a middle-class babysitting program. Mr. Speaker, the money that's going to go into this program is up to $135 million when it gets full-blown. This is not chump change. This is a serious bill. The second thing we need to do is to know that when they do reach the first and the third grade, that they do have a leg up, that there has been a difference. Short of those metrics, Mr. Speaker, we're throwing good money after bad, in the sense that if we've learned anything from Head Start, we should learn this. And one of my colleagues in the Finance Committee said that we have a free Head Start program in our community, and only half the people show up. And I asked the governor and his aging executive, what do we do about this? And they said there's a parental outreach, a recruitment to get parents involved, to get the kids involved. The point is, we've got to reach out to those underserved youth and those families that otherwise may not be functional enough to what otherwise is the highest correlation in any study in any part of the world for the last 100 years. Student achievement is linked to parental involvement. You've got to get the parents involved. And if they do an outreach to do this and they get better than 50%, this will be a good investment. Clearly, education is the great equalizer in America. A lot of us or none of us would be here without an education. Speaker, we have to get them as early as possible. A brain is a terrible thing to waste, but so is money if we don't learn from what we've done with Head Start in billions of dollars at the federal level. For those reasons, Speaker, I wish that other remarks can be entered into the journal with your permission.
So ordered.
Thank you.